Summer 2 departure, Stoke transition, then as filed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency 125.2. Squawk 6002.
Cleared to San Francisco Airport. Summer 2 departure, Stoke transition, then as filed. Climb via SID. Departure frequency 125.2. Squawk 6002. American 4409.
American 4409, read that correct. Contact ground 121.75 when ready for push or start.
We'll contact ground 121.75 when ready for pushback or engine start. American 4409. Have a good afternoon, thanks.
Air Canada 792, gate 62, request pushback.
Air Canada 792, Los Angeles, pushback and engine start approved. Face south.
Pushback approved, face south, Air Canada 792.
Okay. Tubers and twitchers. Tubies and twitchies. Tubettes and twitchettes. Coming to you live with another test stream after a marathon 4 days of complete rebuild and fixing on the part of producer Andy. So before we get started, special shout out and thanks to producer Andy B.
United
A Beaver
1170
Cleaver
Heavy, gate 41,
on
request
Twitch.
pushback
A
and
Beaver
engine
Cleaver
start.
on Twitch. Thank you for your able-bodied assistance, getting everything squared away on this
United 1170 Heavy,
monster new
Los
PC.
Angeles, pushback approved. Face south.
Fixing the stream, fixing the
Pushback and engine start approved. Face
MSFS
south. United
2020
1170 Heavy.
crashing to desk, fixing, adding terabytes to the storage, countless things that
Air
he
Canada
did over the last few
792,
days. So thanks for that.
taxi for departure.
I am grateful and appreciate it.
Air Canada
So here we are,
792,
Airbus
runway 25 right,
A320
taxi via
Phoenix
Charlie 7,
livery,
Bravo,
American Airlines, going from Los Angeles to San Francisco. We're using Beyond ATC tonight and
Runway 25 right, taxi
FSLTL.
via Charlie 7,
So we have
Foxtrot, Air Canada 792.
other liveries in the airport, as you can see, and some pretty good live traffic stuff happening. We are parked at gate 69A. We will be taxiing to runway 25 right for departure. Summer 2 Stock D and arrival at Surfer 4 in San Francisco, runway 28 right. Cruising at an altitude of about 21,210 and hoping everything works this time. So if it doesn't, we'll find out soon enough, and hopefully there's not another CTD going on. So let's get into this now. So battery's up and running, GPU's connected. We're just going to pop in here and start playing around with things. AOC menu, ATC AOC menu, flight init data request.
United 1170 Heavy, taxi for departure.
That's the voice of BATC, Beyond ATC.
United 1170 Heavy. Runway 25 right taxi via Charlie 10.
So good here on
Charlie,
flight
Charlie
init,
6,
data request,
Bravo,
AOC
Foxtrot.
menu, init
Runway
request.
25 right taxi via Charlie 10, Charlie, Charlie 6, Bravo, Foxtrot, United 1170 Heavy.
The wind you hear is my fan blowing onto the computer. I think the CI is 9 if I remember correctly. We've been using the same flight plan for the last few days so we can be consistent with our testing. Alright, let's do an IRS init. Okay, good sign there. Align on reference. Confirm. Return. Wind request. Climb wind. Feel free to like, share, follow, chat. Join the chat room. Al B. Simmer on Twitch. AlBlock7267 on YouTube. I am not a real-life pilot. I am a Microsoft Flight Simulator sim guy, sim pilot,
Air
with
Canada
about
792.
1,200 hours,
Contact Los Angeles
mostly Airbus and
120.905.
737-800.
Over to Tower 120.905, Air Canada 792. See you.
That's really not a lot of hours in the real world. Okay, so we know that we're getting 25 right. Let's go. Let's just jump on in and plug this stuff in. So I don't know if you guys saw how I did that, but I clicked on KLAX in the previous screen, right here. Then clicked on departure. Now I'm going to page down, which is the up arrow, because it scrolls these up. 25 right is our departure runway. We know that we're going to be using Stock D, I'm sorry, Summer 2 and Stock D as prescribed by Beyond ATC, the ATC folks. Okay, so let's look for Summer 2. Stock D will be found by hitting the down arrow and then up arrow again. And there's Stock D. We can insert that into the plan, and there they go. Now we're going to go to KSFO, which is our arrival. We don't have to do this now, but we're going to do it now. I like to get it out of the way. So our arrival will be runway 28 right, ILS, and we'll be using the Surfer 4? Surfer 2 or Surfer 4? Surfer 4 transition, or star, I should say. Standard approach.
United 11
Inserting that.
Hold
Now we're going to
position for
page through
traffic.
the entire flight plan using the up arrow.
Hold position for traffic, United 1170 Heavy.
Looking for discontinuities. And there's one right there. And how do we get rid of that? We hit clear until the keypad clears. Clear, clear, clear. Now hit clear again so you see clear. Then you insert that here on the discontinuity. It goes away, and then you hit insert, and then we've fixed it. So now we have the complete flight plan without the disco. Currently on LAX frequency. Now we'll go to progress page and we'll plug
United
in here
1705
KSFO.
at gate 72 Alpha. Request pushback.
That's our destination. So it shows it will be
United 1705, Los Angeles. Pushback and
293.4
engine
miles.
start approved. Face south.
Now we
Pushback
go to
approved.
performance
Face south.
now.
United 1705.
And to get performance, we come up here to the performance page, calculate, send to McDo. That's the multifunction computer display unit. And all of our numbers have already been calculated. I already took care of that. And here we go. So we've got a rotate speed of 146. Let's go up and plug that in. I'm glad I muted that gigantic sneeze. 146. I'm in the dusty desert, so I'm congested all the time. Sorry about that. It's dustier than hell out here. It's like a dust bowl. And I just happen to choose the place that I'm allergic to live in. Alright, so our speed is set. We know our heading is going to be 251 on runway 25 right. Actually, we should go the other way. This could take a while. Let's get everything all set up and plugged in.
Gate 68 Alpha Taxi via Hotel 9.
Hoping for a smooth
Lima.
pushback.
Hold short runway 25 right.
Gate 68 Alpha via Hotel 9er Lima. Hold short runway 25 right, Alaska 1375.
There's a lot of knob turning here.
United
There's our
1170 heavy.
251
Continue
heading.
taxi.
We're going to shoot for transition
Continue
altitude
taxi. United 1170
18,000.
Heavy.
Getting a little ghosting there. That's set for 19.
Alaska 1375. Cross
Okay.
runway 25 right at Lima. Continue taxi via Lima.
Our
Hotel Juliet Bravo Charlie 7.
altimeter is at 2997.
Cross runway 25 right at Lima. Continue taxi via Lima, Hotel, Juliet, Bravo, Charlie 7, Alaska 1375.
United 1705. Request taxi to the
2997. We have
active.
to get them all the same.
United 1705. Runway 25 right taxi
Yeah, it's
via
ghosting
Charlie
a little
6.
bit.
Bravo,
Setting constraints on
Foxtrot.
both sides.
Runway
And let's
25
go to
right
our
taxi via Charlie 6. Bravo Foxtrot. United
spare
1705.
altimeter. Backup altimeter. 2997. And we're going to now check out. We know that the Barrow or the
United
decision
1170
altitude on
heavy.
28 right is
Contact Los
213.
Angeles
So we'll get to that in a moment.
120.95.
Let's go
Have a
back
good
down to the
afternoon.
performance screen and finish entering. So that was our takeoff
Contact tower
numbers. Next phase,
120.905.
good.
United 1170 Heavy.
Cruise
See you.
good. Descent good. And here's our Barrow entry. That's our minimum 213. We know that. Let's go ahead and get our other info on San Francisco. There's a couple of ways of doing it, but we'll do it this way for now. I'm going a little fast, I know. So we have 280 at 12, I'm sorry, 280 at 13 and 17. 280 at 13 and 17. Is our temp. What does that mean? That's 13 knots coming from heading 280 on approach. So coming from slightly northwest, there's a 13 knots per hour wind. The QNH for
All aircraft
the
be
altimeter
advised information
for San
kilo now
Francisco
current.
3002 currently.
Altimeter 29906.
3002 currently, so let's plug that in. 30.02. That is set. Okay, so performance is set. Let's take a look at our fuel. So we have to come over here at ATSU, AOC menu, received messages. No messages received yet because we haven't sent that data. So let's come back over here to ground, mass and balance, Resend load sheet. Send to
United
MCDU.
1705.
And now we
Contact
should
Los
see
Angeles
that stuff entered
120.905.
here. So we sent
Over
it
to
to
tower
this.
120.905.
And we're going to check it in the
United
received messages on the load
1705.
sheet. Load sheet shows 118. 0 fuel weight and 31.7. Perfect. And we come over here and we scroll
Hawaiian
down to
Niner
the
Heavy.
next page.
155.
Actually-
Request pushback.
Fuel in tanks is 1176.
Hawaiian Niner Heavy.
That's perfect.
Los Angeles.
1.8.
Pushback approved. Face south.
And it'll show right here.
Pushback approved.
1176.
Face south. Hawaiian Niner
So we've already
Heavy.
fueled. We're not going to use GSX fueling or anything like that because GSX, by the way, folks, was a total and complete failure on the download. The avatars and the characters were coming up as pink checkerboard people, and things weren't working right. Okay, don't know what that big noise was. Okay, yeah, I gotta kill that. That's my phone. Okay. Co-pilot Cheech just walked in the room. I think we can probably turn on the Cheech cam. Let's turn on the Cheech cam today. All right, can we see Cheech in the Cheech cam? I think we can. Yeah. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Doesn't look like there's too many people out here on this Sunday night.
Southwest
We can turn off the Cheech
3105. Gate 17 Bravo taxi via Hotel 7. Hotel Lima. Hold short runway 25 right.
Better without the Cheech cam, I think. Okay, so we've got
Gate
our
17
fuel
Bravo via
prediction
Hotel 7
prediction
Hotel,
complete.
Lima.
Secondary
Hold short
flight
runway
plan, we're
25
going to just
right,
do that and
Southwest
copy
3105.
active. Back to flight plan. Now we're ready to start moving along here, folks. So let's set this to
Hawaiian
APU.
Niner Heavy.
Let's
Taxi
go up
for
on
departure.
top and start going through the flow. So that's kind of interesting how those guys are
Hawaiian Niner Heavy. Runway
moving
25
around
right
with
taxi
graphics.
via Charlie 10. Charlie.
So APU
Charlie
master
6,
on.
Bravo. Foxtrot.
APU bleed on. Wait about 5 or 10 seconds, and then we're
Runway
going to turn on the
25
starter.
right taxi via Charlie 10. Charlie 6. Bravo. Foxtrot. Hawaiian Niner Heavy.
In the meantime, we know that everybody's been boarded, so let's go ahead and take care of that.
Southwest
Let's
3105.
toggle the
Cross
jetway
runway
and
25
close
right
that
at
front
Lima.
door.
Continue taxi via Lima. Delta Niner.
I said,
Cross runway
and
25
close
right
that
at
front
Lima.
door.
Continue taxi via Lima, Delta Niner, Southwest 3105.
There's a Spirit Airlines out there on the tarmac. But all the lovely liveries tonight. And the magnificent Phoenix A320. We should test and make sure everything works. I hope they do. Let's go ahead and do that right now. Let's go to our control options and make sure that we are set properly. Yeah, see, it wasn't set. Alright, let's go back. And resume.
Hawaiian
So we
Niner
are now
Heavy.
ready
Hold
to
position for traffic.
check the GPU.
Hold position. Hawaiian Niner Heavy.
I should say the APU. Alright, we have 100% flaps open. We can get rid of external power.
Hawaiian 9er Heavy. Continue taxi.
And we're going to be
Continue
calling for,
taxi.
we'll be
Hawaiian
calling for
9er
pushback
Heavy.
here shortly. Let's take care of a couple of little housekeeping things here first. Let's get the transponder going. Let's set the PA in the cabin. For some reason it doesn't come through that loud anymore. I don't know why. Have to open the door. Oops. That's not good. Don't do that. Okay, let's do this the other way, since it wants to argue with me. And you'll see we have no passengers because we're not using GSX. Although we do have 100 passengers on board, and the plane is configured for 100 passengers.
Southwest Tree 14. Gate 15 taxi via Hotel 7, Hotel Lima. Hold short.
And we're ready to go ahead and
Gate 15 via Hotel 7, Hotel
take
Lima.
chocks and cones
Hold
off,
short
get
runway
rid of the
25
GPU.
right, Southwest Tree 14.
Let's get this up and running too while we're at it, so you can watch the chart.
United 1651, Gate 70 Alpha. Request pushback and engine start.
Here's our chart.
United 1651, Los Angeles. Pushback and engine start approved. Face south.
Pushback approved. Face south. United 1651.
Now let's go ahead and ask for pushback.
American 4409 at Gate 69 Alpha. Request pushback.
Southwest Tree 14. Cross runway 25 right at Lima. Continue taxi via Lima, Delta, Delta 9er, Delta 7.
Cross runway 25 right at Lima. Continue taxi via Lima, Delta, Delta 9er, Delta 7, Southwest Tree 14.
American 4409, Los Angeles. Pushback approved. Face southeast.
Pushback approved. Face southeast. American 4409.
Hawaiian 9er Heavy. Contact Los Angeles 120.95. Contact Tower 120.95. Hawaiian 9er Heavy.
United 1651. Request taxi.
That's pretty freaky. We're going right through.
Runway 25 right taxi via Charlie 6, Bravo, Foxtrot.
We don't even have the
Runway
engine
25
started yet.
right taxi via Charlie 6, Bravo, Foxtrot, United 1651.
Yeah, that's a major, major issue. Major, major issue. More pushback errors.
SkyWest 4092, Gate 27 taxi via Hotel 6, Hotel Lima. Hold short runway 25 right.
Hotel Lima. Hold short runway 25 right. SkyWest 4092.
Wow, how do we fix this? Glitches. Glitchies. I may have to. fuck. Okay, apparently we're still having issues. This may be an FSLTL issue. Engines were off, and plane was moving forward to ignore the tug. Tug can no longer get in position. Let's see if it pushes back in.
Cross runway 25 right at Lima. Continue taxi via Lima, Echo, Delta Niner, Delta, Skywest 49C.
Wow. Disastrous. Damn it. I'm going to start these. I'm going to start the engines up.
Have a good afternoon.
Well, let's go ahead and start the engine to see if we can reverse it.
United 1651. See you.
Oh. Come on now. Push us back. Let's get it going here. Finally. Why do we have reverse on? Shit. No, 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 no. No, no, no. God. Well, we know the reversers work.
Gate 14 via Hotel 6, Hotel Lima. Hold short runway 25 right, Southwest 2791.
Big Diesel, yeah, hey. Yeah, this is, just so FYI, this has all just been completely redone and reset, so everything's kind of screwy. Alright, we're using Beyond ATC, we're using FSLTL. We're going to go ahead and stop the push right here for now. And why is it moving? Why is it moving? Stop moving.
Skywest 5415.
God.
Los Angeles. Pushback and engine start approved. Face south.
It's in reverse. It shouldn't be.
Pushback approved. Face south. Skywest 5415.
Let's lock the brakes on. This is crazy. Everything's malfunctioning. Okay, brakes are on.
Cross runway 25 right at Lima. Continue taxi via Lima, Echo, Delta Niner, Delta, Delta 8.
Big Diesel, Big Diesel, I guess. Okay. Hey, welcome anyway. I'm sorry, I've been trying to get this thing to move. So, welcome aboard. Apologies for not seeing you sooner and or recognizing how to pronounce. Is that correct, Big Diesel? Welcome to the stream. Please like and share and follow if you can. Looks like you're on Twitch. On a Sunday night, my normal group is not with us tonight. So let's go back out here. Let's reorganize. Let's regroup. So we're back. let's go ahead and continue on with the process here. Let's get engine 2 up. That was a sloppy pushback, very sloppy pushback, and it kind of took me aback a little bit. All right, good. So FYI, this is the Phoenix A320 with American Airlines livery tonight. This is a test run. Brand new PC. We were just a little history. We were crashing to desktop repeatedly a few days ago. I had my producer come over and we sat here for 3 days trying to get everything reorganized, all the bindings reset. Installed an extra 2 terabytes into the machine, got FSLTL up, got Beyond ATC up, got the stream working properly. So there's a lot of stuff that has gone into this particular test stream. I hope that it doesn't fail. So bear with me.
Delta 8.
Alright, so we are up and running.
Cross runway 25 right at Lima. Continue taxi via Lima, Echo, Delta 9er, Delta.
Let's have a looky around.
Southwest 3896.
I'm getting decent frame rate, not the greatest. It's 44 right now. It's looking pretty good though. Kind of just taking my time, making sure everything's functioning smoothly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the ATC traffic map. So we can turn the APU off.
Hold short runway
Let's turn that off.
Gate 135 via Hotel 6 Hotel.
Let's light it up.
Hold short runway 25 right. Volaris Nine 22.
May get dark by the time we get to SFO. So this is going to be LAX SFO. Thanks, Diesel. You're always welcome, by the way. Feel free to chat, ask questions, and you probably know more than I do. I am not a real-world pilot. I do have about 1,200 hours on sim, mostly 737 PMDG 737-800 plus this, the Phoenix. All right, so we're good to go there. Everything's happening there. Let's make sure that we're cool here.
Contact Los Angeles 120.
Let's go ahead and set brakes. Let's start the clock.
Contact tower.
We are lit up. We are ready to go. Let's request taxi. If I can be ATC to stop talking for a moment.
Cross runway 25 right at Lima. Continue taxi via Lima, Echo, Delta 10.
Cross runway 25 right at Lima. Continue taxi via Lima, Echo, Delta 10, Volaris Nine 22.
American 4409, taxi for departure.
Hydraulic PTU fault. What?
American 4409. Runway 25 right taxi via Charlie 8, Charlie, Charlie 6, Bravo, Foxtrot.
Runway 25 right taxi via Charlie 8, Charlie, Charlie 6, Bravo, Foxtrot, American 4409.
Yeah, I know the Any-Builds is interesting. So hydraulic PTU fault. This is a new one on me. Let's look up here in the hydraulics section. Looks like we're all good. I don't know why it's giving me a fault. Those don't need to be on. That's not good. I don't want to start out the flight like this.
United 684, gate 70 Alpha Taxi via Hotel 7, Hotel, Golf. Hold short runway 25 right.
Gate 70 Alpha via Hotel 7 Hotel,
Default.
Golf. Hold short runway 25 right, United 684.
See if that clears it. That's not clearing it. Wow. I've never seen this one before. That's interesting. Okay, let's flip it back on. I don't know why that's happening. Okay, let's make sure that we get everything off down here and doing things the right way. Lord. So that's not going smoothly tonight, so here we go. Flaps. Spoilers up. Don't know about that fault. That fault is a mystery to me. Hopefully it's not going to create an issue. Let's check our flight controls. Rudder, good. Elevators, good. Flaps, good.
United 1286, gate 75 Bravo Taxi via Hotel 6, Hotel 5. Hold short runway 25 right.
Gate 75 Bravo via Hotel 6, Hotel 5. Hold short runway
Come on,
25
BATC,
right.
I need to see the screen here, so stop talking.
United 684, cross runway 25 right at Golf. Continue taxi via Golf, Bravo, Charlie 5, Charlie 6.
Cross runway 25 right at Golf. Continue taxi via Golf, Bravo, Charlie 5 Charlie, Charlie 6, United 684.
United 1286, cross runway 25 right at Hotel 5. Continue taxi via Hotel 5, Bravo 7, Bravo, Charlie 7.
Cross runway 25 right at Hotel 5. Continue taxi via Hotel 5, Bravo 7, Bravo, Charlie 7.
Okay, I don't have my
United
BATC
1286.
map. That's good. I wonder why. Let's go here. Have they given me? Yeah, they've given me a clearance already. Let's just use it. Okay, so we're using BATC taxi map here right now. Why is reverse on? Why is reverse on? That's pretty weird. Yeah, my throttle is calibrated incorrectly. If I go any slower, it goes into reverse. There's lovely
American
LAX.
764. Gate 4 tree taxi via Hotel 7, Hotel Juliet. Hold short runway 25 right.
Gate 4 tree via Hotel 7, Hotel Juliet. Hold short runway 25 right, American 764.
Oh yeah, the other thing. The Otis Thrustmaster Z-axis that I have here was malfunctioning severely. We took this thing completely apart
American
and found a
764.
disconnected
Cross
wire,
runway 25 right at Juliet.
rewired it,
Continue
and
taxi via
reassembled it.
Juliet. Charlie 10.
After I purchased a brand new Otis Thrustmaster, which I
Cross
then,
runway
which
25
I then
right at
promptly
Juliet.
returned.
Continue taxi via Juliet. Charlie 10, American 764.
Let's see how smooth this goes here tonight. So we're at 40 frames per second right now.
American 4409. Contact Los Angeles 120.905.
Over to Tower 120.905, American 4409. American 4409, ready to go, runway 25 right.
American 4409. Runway 25 right. Line up and wait.
Line up and wait, runway 25 right, American 4409.
American 4409. Los Angeles. Wind 250 at 12. Fly heading 250. Runway 25 right. Cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 250, runway 25 right, cleared for takeoff, American 4409.
Thrust to flex. VR will be 146. I think we can rotate now. Positive rate. You're up. Autopilot engaged. See how smooth it looks leaving LAX. Looks pretty good. Well, let's go ahead and get
6002
flaps.
in the box, American 4409.
Flaps up.
Los Angeles, United 3921 Heavy, visual runway 25 left.
United 3921 Heavy. Los Angeles. Wind 250 at 12. Runway 25 left clear to land.
Runway 25 left cleared to land, United 3921 Heavy. Angeles, Delta Niner 35 Heavy, visual runway 25 left.
Yeah, Big, I've had a couple of test streams. This is the first full Phoenix test. So I've got that hydraulic PTU deal. That says it's a cargo door issue. However, I didn't open any cargo doors. I wonder if it's open. Let's take a look. Ah, they're closed. I shouldn't be getting a hydraulic PTU error. It's due to a cargo door. Let's see how she looks though. Looking pretty good. Let's see if we're on track. Yeah, we're on track. We're looking good. Looking good so far. Let's set the range to 40. So we're on the plan. Yeah, man, this is... we had a couple of tests in the last couple of days, but we were so busy tweaking things that we like ended flights and as we were tweaking things. I'm a little concerned about this hydraulic PTU fault error, though. Should not be there.
SkyWest 219 Alpha, holding short, runway 25 right.
Let me take a look at that. Let's go in here.
SkyWest 219 Alpha, Los Angeles. Wind
That's showing all green. I don't know.
Fly heading 250, runway 25 right. Cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 250.
Showing all green on the hydraulics.
Right. Cleared for takeoff. SkyWest 219
let's go ahead and
Alpha.
set our... wow, lost that screen. Okay, things are acting really funny.
At Hotel Niner.
Exit right at Hotel Niner, United 3921 Heavy.
Delta Niner 35 Heavy. Wind 250 at 12. Runway 25 left.
Yeah, I looked this up. This has to do with some cargo door issue.
Runway 25 left, clear to land.
And I
Delta
don't believe
Niner
I've set
35
any,
Heavy.
oh, nice. Okay, I get it. I'm not paying attention to stuff. That's why that's all happening. Okay, good. Now what? Yikes. Phoenix. Come on.
Delta Niner 35 Heavy. Exit right at Hotel 7.
Exit right at Hotel 7. Delta Niner 35 Heavy.
SkyWest 219 Alpha. Contact SoCal.
Contact SoCal. SkyWest 219 Alpha. See you.
Air Canada 569.
Checking the cameras.
Ready to go. Runway 25 right.
Air Canada 559.
She's looking pretty good. Look at that guy going by. High flyer.
Fly runway heading. Runway 25 right. Cleared for takeoff.
Fly runway heading.
Showcase
Runway
mode.
25 right.
There's
Clear
Point
for
Magoo.
takeoff. Air Canada 559.
I don't really care for the Phoenix views. Better with external. Alright, so we're just past Point Magoo. Point Magoo is right there. Alright, welcome on board. This is American Airlines Livery Phoenix A320 direct from Los Angeles, KLAX to San Francisco, KSFO. Shooting for runway 28 right. Hopefully everything goes smoothly. I don't know if it will or it won't. It could be a disaster. We'll have to see. I'm known for my disasters.
American 2299, Los Angeles. Wind 250 at 12. Runway 25 left cleared to land.
Runway 25 left cleared to land. American 2299.
Welcome on board, everybody. Short flight, short test flight. I may do another one while we're still on. We'll have to see how this one goes. Alrighty. There's Ventura down below us and Oxnard. That would be Camarillo off in the distance. Point Magoo directly below the base.
Contact SoCal, Air Canada 559.
Some high flyers going up today. Let's have a look at the plan, shall we? Let's switch over to plan mode, see what we got going. Ryzen coming up, Splint, Stock D, then Surfer. There's Surfer 4 transition. Top of descent will be after Gnarly.
2457. Visual runway 25 left.
There's TD.
Spirit Wings 24.
Got to make sure we hit that.
Los Angeles. Continue.
Yeah. Okay, come on now.
Spirit
What
Wings
now?
2457.
Why am I overspeed if I'm in CL? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Big Steve's, I'm going to call you Biggie. Biggie, it's a mystery to me why that's happening. FYI. You've had your issues with the 350, according to what you were saying. All right, let's go ahead and we need to switch to standard. I'm spacing out completely, totally spacing out. Come on, switch over. Bit. Big, where are you located? And do you stream? I know you fly FS. What are you flying, 20 or 24? This is 20. Ah, Atlanta. Happy Sunday evening in Atlanta, bud.
American 2299. Exit right at Hotel 6.
Okay.
Exit right at Hotel 6. American 2299.
Flip through some cameras here a little bit. Ah, you're on 24. See, I have no luck with 24. But yeah, I've done the Innie builds on the 321 on 24, but the EasyJet livery. And in fact, we were doing it this morning and I crashed a desk. Had a CTD with it.
Runway 25
And this is a pretty potent computer, so I don't know what the hell's going on. That's what we've been trying to figure out. We were crashing a desk on 2020. It turned out to be optimization and the NVIDIA overlay. So we did an event viewer analysis, and found out what the issues were, then went into NVIDIA and started to make the optimization corrections in there. It was interfering with the simulator. But 2024 I just had no luck with. getting the bindings right, getting everything right. I can't. Last night I had the Phoenix on the tarmac, applying full thrust in reverse to get out because the tugs were not working, and it wouldn't even budge. No matter what I did, it wouldn't budge. Even if I put it on the tarmac and gave it full thrust, it wouldn't budge. 2024 and I are not friends, although I do like it for the smaller aircraft. That's $190 down the toilet for me at the moment. All right, where are we? Let's see, where the hell are we? I know where we are. Well, for those of you not familiar with California, there's Santa Barbara. There's the Channel Islands off in the distance there. There's Michael Jackson's house. No, I'm just kidding. This is coming up towards Santa Maria. Here's Central Valley. Yeah, 2024 is extremely frustrating. It's just, I can't get any of the big airliners to work on it. I get lucky every now and then and something happens, but then it rejects and I can't get it to stay on the controller. Like every time I exit, it goes off of my HOTAS, and next time I come back in, it's not in HOTAS. So every time you go in, you got to set your controller, which is ridiculous. I don't know if you're having that issue, but that's an issue I'm having. It's just real frustrating. And to be perfectly honest with you, I mean, this is not far from the 2024 look. This is pretty damn good. Pretty smooth. Great satellite imagery. I know this area. Paso Robles coming down this way. Yeah, one of my other followers, Trey, has had me doing the Inibuilds 321, I think, 321. And it worked okay for a test flight. Just didn't have as many operable functions as the Phoenix or the PMDG. So once again, not a real-world pilot. I am 1,200 hour simmer. Maybe 1,300 by now. I don't know. I forget what it is. Flying Flight Simulator 2020. And again, mostly the Phoenix A320 and the PMDG 737-800. I'm pretty much mostly self-taught on this with the help of a couple of other streamers like Flight Streamer. I don't know if you ever watch Flight Streamer. He's pretty good. He's helped me personally on a couple of things. So appreciate that. Yeah, I have the stream cam off at the moment. I'll turn it on in a little bit. I'm just trying to concentrate on what's going on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set this. I know that approach. Let's go to SFO. Whoa, come back here. Stop doing that. Let's go to charts. I believe that Axmule will be our approach. ILS approach at, I think, 1800. Let's take a look. 28 right. Yeah, Axmule 1800. We know 213 is the decision altitude. I'll double check that. So 1800. I'm going to set up for 1800 now, so I don't forget to do it later.
Roger. Delta 1468.
Alright, so now all we need to do is click the button. Click the button. And let's go back down here to the approach phase in perf. Make sure we have 213 entered. And we do. I just knew that. And let's go back here to let's go back to flight plan. I also want to go back to init and make sure that this is correct, because we did have a couple of warnings. Alright, so we're good there. Showing that we're at 21,420. That's interesting. I wonder why. That should be at 2100.
Delta 1468. Wind 25.
Yeah, we're about 400 feet too high for an unknown reason.
25 left clear to land.
I guess what I could
Runway
do
25 left clear to land.
is change this back to 2100 and engage.
Los Angeles, SkyWest 4932, visual runway 25 left.
SkyWest 4932.
Let's see if that works.
Los Angeles. Continue.
Wilco,
Not affecting it.
SkyWest 4932.
Expedite. Huh. Okay. Well, that did it. That got us there. That's one way of doing it, I guess. Now, I'm not sure why it's not re-engaging. That's interesting.
Los Angeles, Southwest 489, visual runway 25 left.
Now, let's go down to 1800 and see what it does.
Southwest 489. Los Angeles. Continue.
I'll set it to
Southwest 489.
1700. Not 18, so we're coming a little lower. Yeah, I'm not sure about that hydraulic fault, but it doesn't seem to be affecting anything. Alright, so we're coming to you live on YouTube and Twitch. If you watch it on YouTube, you'd probably get a slightly better resolution on it. I think they're only at 720, though. I'm not sure. I think if you're premium or something, you can get it to 1080.
Exit right at Hotel 7.
I may be wrong about that. But please like, share, and follow everybody who's on.
Exit right at Hotel 7.
I'm not seeing anybody on YouTube at the moment. Let's go to the other screen and take a look at the map. I have a Beyond ATC traffic map going as well on the other screen, which I cannot bring over.
SkyWest 4932. Wind 250 at 12.
And it shows that we are
25 left clear to land.
just north of Santa Maria, coming up on San Luis Obispo.
SkyWest 4932.
San Luis Obispo is going to be right about here. Santa Maria just to our left. Yeah, there it is. There's beautiful downtown Santa Maria.
SkyWest 4932.
Doing okay, 80 to 82 FPS, 83 right now. It's fluctuating a little bit.
Exit right at Hotel 7, SkyWest 4932.
I'm kind of keeping an eye on FPS at this point too. We got this thing fully maxed. We've got as many ultras as we can on.
Southwest 489.
So we're watching all that stuff.
250 at 12. Runway 25 left clear.
Watching the behavior.
25 left cleared to land. Southwest 489.
Watching the behavior. Really want to know is,
Skywest 3391.
we don't want to miss
Go.
top of descent
Runway
like we did the
25
other
right.
day. That turned out to be a nightmare. I had to do a manual go around.
Skywest 3391, Los Angeles. Wind 250 at 12. Fly runway heading. Runway 25 right. Cleared for takeoff.
So what do we got to top of descent? Let's go here to progress.
Fly runway heading. Runway 25 right. Cleared for takeoff. Skywest 3391.
Well, that's not that different. Let's go ahead and just plug this in anyway. I don't know why I took it out. KSFO. We don't want progress really. We want performance.
Southwest
Yeah, we're 100
489,
miles atop of
exit
descent.
right at Hotel 6.
Exit right at Hotel 6, Southwest 489.
So I've got this approach really well together with the PMDG. It'll be interesting to see how it'll do on the Airbus after I haven't been on the Airbus for several
Los
months.
Angeles, Delta Tree 18.
I've just been farting with it since we've been doing the testing because it's a little bit easier to set up, a little less time. Actually, it's a lot less time. When you're setting up the 737-8, it's
Wind 250 at 12.
pretty complex in terms of the setup, the
left
flow.
cleared to land.
Runway 25 left cleared to land. Delta Tree 18.
I think we have some barking tree fleas in the studio here. I'll see if we can get the Captain Cheech cam going. Ah, there I am. Welcome to the studio, folks. Yes, that is a red Stratocaster on the wall. That is Captain Cheech in his chair. Can we see him? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, we can see him back there. Captain Cheech in his co-pilot chair. What I like about the 737 is when you're getting close in to do top of descent, you get a fix ring. I don't know how you set a fix ring on this.
Runway 25 left.
Alaska 1407, Los Angeles. Continue.
Roger, Alaska 1407.
Ah, yes, Morro Bay. Morro Bay directly to our left, actually. Let's go outside and take a look. All right, there. We're not quite to Monterey yet. The jumpiness is me. Me and my mouse. It's really not jumpy. It's actually pretty smooth. If I try to go slow with the mouse, it's a little jumpier. Okay, folks, welcome again. Welcome to anybody on board. This is a test run. So recently replaced, I was streaming out of my laptop for 2 years. Amazingly enough, it worked great. Not as good as it could be, though. And so we decided to do an upgrade here recently, about 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks, well, maybe 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, we received the new Monster PC. It's a Cyber Power unit, and it's got a lot of cool stuff in it. And then last night we decided, oh, let's add another couple of terabytes. So we went out and bought a 2 terabyte card, a Samsung. I forget the model number. And we go to install the thing, and it's got a 3mm screw that's supposed to hold it in, and it's not included with the package. So we run back and forth to Best Buy and get them, convince them to
Runway
give us
25 left, cleared to
a couple of
land.
those 3mm screws, which are
1407.
smaller than a you-know-what hair, and right below the graphics card, so extremely difficult to get it into its position, but producer Andy managed to finagle it into position. And then when we started it up, we noticed that the machine wasn't recognizing the card, so we had to do a whole bunch of conniptions to get it to recognize the card. But now we got 4 terabytes in there instead of 2. And everything else in this machine is a monster. It does fly 2024 at a very high rate, frame rate, even maxed out with the graphics. It still had a very high frame rate, over 100, 120.
Los Angeles, Delta 996.
We're at 80 right now on this. 86 actually. Let's have a look. You see how close we're getting to descent.
Delta 996, Los Angeles. Continue.
72 miles to TD.
Wilco, Delta 996.
Speed error at Seepin. Okay, let's have a look at that. That's not a good place to have the speed error. That's our turn. Seepin is our turn in. Let's go back to ARC. Sorry, nav. ARC. What's the speed error at Seepin? Let's see. Epic. Wobbs. Fold Eddy. Decel. Seepin is at 1. It's okay. We're okay. That's a shitty message right there. We'll be okay. Clap. Clap. Why am I clapping? Because I have the clap? That's A Beaver Cleaver just came on the stream. What's wrong? Something wrong with the audio?
Delta 996.
Oh, congratulate. Don't congratulate me, congratulate you. You're the man of the hour there, producer Andy. A Beaver Cleaver is online, folks. That's producer Andy online for the 1 or 2 people that are on the stream. Monster technician, monster computer guy, and son of mine. All right, so let's go ahead and turn the studio cam off. We don't need to see me anymore. So here we go. We should have about 50 miles now to top of descent. And this is where we're going to get critical on the test here tonight. We do have that hydraulic error. I don't know why. Now we're 57 miles from TD. We're going to keep an eye on that. Hydraulic PTU fault. Everything I just looked up said that that's having to do with a cargo door issue. Let's have a look. See if we can look at stuff here. Let's look at the cabin pressure.
Information Lima now current. Altimeter 2996.
Cabin pressure looks good. Electrical looks good. Hydraulics look good. Hydraulics are on the green. I'm not sure why. Well, that could be yellow. I don't know. Elec 2. Let's see. Let's go check Elec 2. I don't know if I want to mess with that. Yeah, I don't think I want to mess with that. Let's have a look at the fuel. Nothing in the center tank, so that's not the issue. Doors. See, it's showing all of the stuff closed.
Los Angeles, American 529, visual runway 25 left.
Wheels all good. Oil's all tucked away. That's an odd.
529, Los Angeles.
It's an odd error.
250 at 14. Runway 25 left cleared to land.
Let's clear the ECAM message. Let's see if
Runway
that
25
works.
left cleared to land. American 529.
Ah, that cleared it. That's amazing. Okay. STS. Status page on ECAM. Okay, so that's all. Okay, well, we cleared the PTU issue. That's good. Well, now I know how to do that. So yeah, credit where credit is due. Producer engineer Andy, I call him producer because he really has had a big piece of producing the stuff that I'm doing on the stream. I do the stream for fun, you know, and he's helping out a lot. So anyways, let's see how we must be getting close. Yeah, we're getting close. Got to keep track of that. I missed it last time, 39 miles. So anyways, I tend to talk and forget to miss the top of descent. Producer Andy has had a bunch of help lent to me on all of the stream stuff from the beginning, including the look of the current stream, which I'll show you in a second here. I could do a quick BRB screen to show you what I'm talking about, but yeah. Thanks for the help. I think I've expressed it quite a bit. Thanks for the help. Remoting in, coming out, doing it in person. It's a 150 mile drive to come out and do it in person and hang out for a few days. So that's noteworthy. And these were some pretty severe issues that we were encountering, which he cleared up pretty quickly. So happy and proud, glad that he did it. And that's all I'm going to say about him, because I'm getting tired of beefing him up like that. All right, we got some coverage, cloud coverage here coming in SFO. If I'm not mistaken. It should be somewhere around Monterey. Let's go have a look on this screen. Ah, here's Monterey right there. Big Sur. Yeah, right near Big Sur. So we're testing everything again. We had audio issues, we had crash, CTD issues, we had all kinds of crazy stuff going on upon activating the new PC, which cost me a freaking fortune, but okay, whatever. Top of descent coming up. I'm going to do it a little early just to make sure that we get it. what's supposed to happen here with the Airbus is I will pull out on the, or push in the altitude selector. It'll go into managed flight. There'll be a little green dot next to it, just like these. So this means that we're on the computer right now, these guys. I wonder if this is considered a Cat 2 landing due to visibility. Okay, welcome to the stream. I don't know who you are because I don't understand that kind of language. It looks like a YouTuber though. Welcome Tubies and Tubettes, Twitchers and Twitchettes. Tubers and Twitchers. Tubers, Twitchers, Twitchettes, Tubettes, Twitchies and Twitchies. And Tubies. Please hit your translate button because I cannot understand that. But thanks for joining anyway, if you're not a bot. Welcome from what looks like maybe Korea or Japan, I can't tell. On YouTube. YouTube viewer, welcome. Please type your name in English. Or not. Okay, top of descent. We're about 6 miles out. We're going to start it now. 7 miles out, we're going to start the descent. Just to make sure we get it. Let's make sure this happens. Right click, there we go. Now let's watch, there we go, it started. Okay, we're good. So we caught descent just a little bit early, that's okay. A little bit early isn't bad. I just have to manage the speed. Let's check our speed now. You can see our constraints have come up. I think we just passed the TD anyway. So we caught it just a little before. We should probably notify traffic.
SoCal, American 4409. Good afternoon. Flight level 202.
American 4409, SoCal departure. Radar contact. Cleared direct WAVs. Resume the summer 2.
Cleared direct WAVs. Resume the summer 2.
Okay, good. We have the same approach, so we're good. We're not getting any vectoring yet.
American 4409, SoCal. Expect Surfer 4. Runway 28 right.
Good, good. Thank you.
Expect Surfer 4. Runway 28 right. American 4409.
United 387. Contact Los Angeles.
All right, we are on track.
1339er.
So far, so
Over
smooth.
to Tower 133.9er, United 387.
So far, so smooth.
Delta 1012. Turn left. Heading 290. Intercept the 24 right localizer. Descend and maintain 2,600 feet. Altimeter 2996. Vectors for the approach.
There's our beacon. Boy, we got some pretty good detail going. It's looking pretty good, folks. Looking pretty good. Alright, it's about 7:10 Pacific time. We should be down shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the San Francisco Bay Area. We'll be approaching here on to runway 28 right via the Seapen approach, Axmule to Seapen, or Seapen to Axmule, which means nothing to you. It's just the two waypoints. The turn will be on Seapen at about 3,000 feet, and we'll catch the Axmule ILS entry point at about 1,800 feet. Actually, we'll be at 1,700 if everything goes properly. So I'm shooting it for a little bit lower than so we catch it below and not above. We are currently above the Monterey Bay. And welcome to guests tonight, new follower. Big Steezel. Big Steezel, who we'll affectionately refer to from now on as Big or Biggie. Don't know if Biggie's still with us, but thanks for joining anyways tonight. A Beaver Cleaver, producer Andy, thank you for joining tonight. Enjoyed having you out to the ranch. So far the flight seems to be going pretty smoothly, except for the issues we had in the beginning with the interesting malfunction on pushback again. Aircraft had no thrust, but it was rolling forward as we were getting ready to be tugged. Makes no sense. So I guess the lesson is to leave the brakes on until the tug is hooked up. Let's check our parameters here and see how we're doing. It's not as easy as the 737. Okay, it wants more drag. So we are definitely coming into San Francisco if it wants more drag. We should be going to 50-ish. Or, you know, it says 270. Epic coming up. Follett coming up. Follett should be at 250. We're okay. We're just a little above. And we can also go off of standard now. And we can get our I wish it would give us our ETS. Well, we can check it over here. Let's go ahead and check it here. Let's refresh the METAR. And we should be at 3001. At 3001 set on the altimeters. Well, yes, Beeve. I'm having a good time as long as it's functioning properly, and it seems to be okay, so. Alright. 10,000 feet just passed. Pretty steep descent coming up here. So we need to be at 8,000 by the time we get to Follett in 3 miles. That's interesting. It pulls it up right there. That's cool. And I think we'll make it. We're at 8,900 feet right now. There's the South Bay. Thanks for joining. Hey, Beaver Cleaver. Make sure to like, share, and follow. Subscribe. Do all those things. Alrighty. Just hit Follett. Follett. Speed brake's still out. Yes, I know. So we're at 240 knots, and that's where we need to be. Cabin attendants making their announcements. I never did turn terrain on. Looks like a nice day in the Bay Area, folks. Watch where you step. There could be some interesting things on the sidewalk you don't want to step on. Watch what you say. It is Wokeville. Palo Alto, interesting story. Palo Alto, who knows about Palo Alto? Well, Steve Jobs and Wozniak know about Palo Alto. Somewhere right down there in the garage is where they invented the Apple computer. Okay, so we are now looking for Eddie at 6,000 and Seepin at 3. Alright, we just got Eddie at 6. Seepin will be at 3,000. We'll be making a hard left turn, at which point we're going to start now to enter our LS so that we can get the active ILS signals. We are currently at 59 minutes and 40 seconds on the flight. On the test. Let's contact approach. I guess we don't have to. Yeah, we're good. I'm not gonna stir them up. We have a decel coming up here. Let's see. Yep, decel after Eddie. That'll take us down to about 178. Seeping about 4 miles out. Oakland off to the right. There's the airport at Oakland. Alright, big turn in 2 miles. And we'll activate the localizer as soon as we turn. I think we can get some flaps now too. Actually, no, we're not ready for flaps yet. Here's the big turn at Seepin. Things go quickly from here. We'll turn on the localizer here shortly. "10 miles out. Activate localizer. Activate approach mode. Autopilot 2. Gear down. Let's stay engaged in the cockpit here. We're ready for flaps now. Looks like we have a little bit of crosswind. All right, folks, thanks for joining. The weather in San Francisco looks to be probably about 65 degrees, slightly overcast. Again, watch where you're stepping. Once you step outside the terminal, watch out for needles and other things that are pretty obnoxious. Please don't humor the homeless. If you get a chance, pop by Nancy Pelosi's house and visit the French Laundry. You may see Gavin there. Runway 28, right at 3.7 miles, 1,000 feet. Progressing nicely. We're on the ball. Pappies look good. 2 white, 2 red. Localizer is perfect. That water looks kind of funny. We'll turn to that once we get on the ground. Get the test reverse here in a minute too. Open for butter.
Minimum.
There's one landing right on top of me.
50, 40, 30, 20. Check. Retard. 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 Retard.
Okay, don't know who the hell this guy is. Reverse functioned nicely. Unfortunately, it's calibrated wrong. Well, that's interesting background music that's going on. I don't know what the hell that's all about. And why can't we get ground on the line? Let's try manual. San Francisco ground, American Airlines 4409 requesting taxi to gate. San Francisco Center, American 4409 requesting taxi to gate.
SoCal American 4409, you need to make a taxi request and check the frequency.
Center, American 4409 requesting taxi to gate. Okay, we have BATC glitch. San Francisco ground, American 4409 requesting taxi to gate.
SoCal American 4409, you need to make a taxi request and check the frequency.
SoCal American 4409, what is the frequency to taxi to gate?
SoCal American 4409, you need to check the frequency for ground, which is 121.800.
Okay, well, there's a glitch and a failure here with BATC. So obviously we've got 19 jets lined up here. Let's go ahead and have a look. And ground is not coming on.
United 1705, Gate Foxtrot 16 taxi via Tango, Kilo, Alpha.
Gate Foxtrot 16 via Tango, Kilo Alpha, United 1705.
Southwest 1247, taxi for departure.
Southwest 1247, runway 1 left taxi via Alpha, Hotel.
Runway 1 left taxi via Alpha, Hotel, Southwest 1247.
San Francisco ground, American 449 requesting taxi to gate.
Southwest 1247, contact San Francisco Tower 120.5. Have a good afternoon.
Contact Tower 120.5, Southwest 1247. Have a good afternoon.
United 1300, Gate Delta 15 taxi via Tango. Hold short runway 28 left. Gate Delta 15 via Tango. Hold short runway 28 left, United 1300. San Francisco ground American 4409. You need to make a taxi request and check the frequency for instructions.
San Francisco ground American 4409, we have requested taxi instructions 14 times. Okay, cool. A fatal error just occurred with Beyond ATC and they must exit. So we have now reached the end of the stream because Beyond ATC glitched. Big time. So, I'm glad everybody got to witness that. Yeah, I didn't see your notes because I've been focusing on Beyond ATC. That was a good landing. This is kind of screwed up though. We don't have a gate. Everybody's lined up. All these spawned aircraft are doing funny things. Beyond ATC went offline. Yeah, that sucks. Everything else was going pretty smoothly, except for the pushback in the beginning. There's a few little glitchy poos. I'm going to wait for a minute. I'm going to try to taxi to a gate anyways. In fact, you know what I can do is I can just go here and turn in let's request taxi from the gates from here. Okay, it's overridden. Taxi to gate E13. Alright, so we got San Francisco to give us a taxi clearance here. We're going to spawn through this guy because he shouldn't be there at all. And I did acknowledge taxi clearance. And now steering isn't responding at all. What the hell? What the hell? Really? Really, what the hell? God. Stop. Jesus. I know what the problem is. The problem is this is calibrated incorrectly. Let's get it right to there. Wow, glitch central. Okay, well, we found out a few things. We took off, we landed, we got a good landing. There are some issues with the bindings in the aircraft, which I will straighten out tomorrow, so I'm not going to straighten them out today. Overall stream fairly successful. Thanks Biggie for showing up. Thanks Korean guy for showing up wherever you were. Thanks Microsoft Flight Simulator for making such a reliable product. Stop! God! I got full on the brakes and nothing's happening. God damn. No Marshall. We are at gate 64. That's a good thing. Let's go ahead and just shut this thing down before it fucking decides to walk out onto the freeway on us. Good God. GPU connection, toggle jetway, left door open, shut down engines, grab GPU. If I can find it. Jesus. Internal power available, shut down engines. And there we go. Deboard. Let's see if it actually deboards. It probably won't. We'll give it a chance though. Chocks and cones are set. GPU is attached. Let's take a look at deboarding process. Oh, it is actually deboarding. That's a miracle. Okay, so now we know that we can't rely on Beyond ATC for the for the arrival gate, because it didn't give me a ground option, and then it malfunctioned when I told it that it had screwed up 14 times. I do, however, have a setting with BATC that lets them track their errors, so maybe they'll see that error and do something about it. I'm not counting on it. We have 57 passengers left to go, deboarding at the moment. Once again, thanks for joining the stream. Sunday night, it is 20 to 8 Pacific time. Almost time to walk Captain Cheech. Special thanks again to A. Beaver Cleaver, engineer, producer Andy. Thanks for attending the stream and making sure everything worked okay. There are some issues with that right there. This right here needs to be recalibrated, because currently the idle is set to reverse. You have to get the idle just right and it doesn't click in. So it's real easy to get into reverse by accident, and it's real easy to idle fast. So we're going to have to do something about that. I'll worry about that tomorrow, see how that's going to go. And we are completely deboarded at this point. Let's go ahead and toggle the jetway. That's not toggle the jetway yet. Let's go ahead and shut the other stuff down. Let's shut her down. Well, I got something on my something on my radio or something. Don't know where that's coming from. That's pretty bizarre. Let's turn off this phone. It may be my iPad. My iPad may be Bluetoothing in. So anyways, yeah, we're good to go. Let's go ahead and shut the, let's go ahead and toggle this, close the, disconnect the GPU, close the door, toggle the jetway, and get the hell out of here. Pretty crazy stream. Okay, that was a pretty interesting test stream. What's interesting about this though is, okay, so FSLTL is working really good. You can see we have all the other liveries in the airport. We got United, we got Hawaiian, we got American. Who's that? Don't know who the hell that is. Zephyr Air. We got some guys pulling out behind us here. Air Canada taking off. Getting pushed back. Let's see how his pushback goes. See, his pushback is nice and smooth. Why wasn't mine like that? Although his wheels are melting into the tarmac. Look at that 360. This guy's in a hurry. Look at this. That's a Canadian hockey player driving that sumbitch. He just did a 360 right there in his taxi spot. Go the hell back up to Canada, will you? Before we make you into a state. Alright, why didn't that door close? That's interesting. Let's close that door. Everybody's deboarded. Captain's gone. Cohen's and Chalks are set. Another lovely evening in San Francisco. And once again, watch where you step. That's my common theme for arriving at San Francisco. Watch where you step and have a good flight. Alp Simmer out. Thanks for joining the stream tonight, everybody. Biggie, Cleaver, Korean guy. I think he's Korean guy. I'm not sure. Biggie probably left a long time ago. But thanks for joining and following. And hope you enjoyed it. And hopefully it'll smooth out as we go along. Have a good one.